So, trading this year hasn't gone exactly how I thought it was going to. To be honest with you, I thought I actually would have passed my FTMO account and even would have got a payout this year. Because I did start this FTMO journey in, I think it was October last year. So, before 2023, so it was end of 2022 I started it. But obviously I haven't been documenting the entire thing on YouTube. I only started around about 6 months ago. I started documenting in about July, I believe it was. June or July, something like that. And yeah, you've been along the journey with me so far. I wish I could sort of talk about the actual biggest wins and biggest losses that I have, but I really can't because, to be honest with you, I haven't really properly journaled the entire process. I've only started recently journaling my trades just to know the entry exit points, risk to rewards, the entry strategy, and also taking screenshots of before and after to basically see what it looks like in the exact situation. Now, 2023 started off with a bang with my FTMO account. I was up 7.5% in the first month just after learning a new system from WeTradeWaves. Now, in a way, I do believe this is actually a bit of beginner's luck. Now, I started with them, I learned one strategy and I applied it over and over again, and it worked very, very well. And that was a great thing for me. You know, it gave me lots of confidence at the time. But in situations where the market wasn't behaving how I wanted, I would take loss streaks basically because I didn't know the full concept of that period of time because I hadn't been there long enough to properly learn it. And that's one thing I think the biggest mistake I've actually made on this journey so far is I think I've rushed too fast into trading back on my FTMO account after learning a new system completely. You know, the WeTradeWaves concept is quite in-depth and can get complex. There's a lot to learn in it. It's not very straightforward. The reason it's so in-depth is because I believe it's one of the best trading systems out there if you properly learn it. There's a lot to learn, but obviously the markets, there is a lot to learn, so it makes sense, you know? So yeah, apart from rushing into live trading too quickly, one huge mistake I made, and looking back at it now, it's pretty stupid of me because I've known it for ages, is I never made a proper written trading plan. I knew the trading system and the entry strategies and all that jazz because I got taught it from WeTradeWaves, but I never applied it and made it into my own written system that I could follow and refer back to on a consistent basis to make sure I'm following it properly and entering and also exiting the market in the correct way. I believe this is quite an important thing because trading, you need to have consistency in order to get consistent results. If the way you're trading changes week by week and day by day, you really can't truly know if you have an edge in the market or not. I know I have an edge in the market because the way I'm trading is consistent and it is the same every single day and every single week. About halfway through the year, in about June or July, that's when I created this YouTube channel you're currently watching on as we speak. Now, the reason I created this, my first ever video on this channel was I've been trading the same FTMO account for 9 months, right? And at this point it's over a year. And the reason I made that video is because I wanted to show the world that it's okay to be vulnerable in situations and not everyone is a quick trader. And I mean, to be honest with you, trading is a very slow process. If you really do your research and ask other traders, you'll realize that trading takes an incredible amount of time. It's a lot of the time YouTube glorifying basically how quick people can learn and how quick people can become profitable and all stuff like that. It's a very toxic environment, I believe. So I basically wanted to make sure I showed the true side of trading and my everyday life essentially. One thing I think I've been very good at this year and actually quite recently also is taking full accountability in each of my trades. Before, I remember over a year ago, so I've been trading for 2 years now, coming up to 2 years in November, it's December, sorry. I'm already losing track of time, but yeah, so it's 2 years now since I've been trading. And one thing I think a lot of beginners do in trading is that they will listen to someone more experienced than them. And for example, if I'm looking at EU, because you guys know I trade EU, if I'm looking at EU and I'm looking for buys, but someone more experienced than me is saying, no, you should look for sells, sell here. And I sell the market and that trade loses, and instead the actual buy position I was looking at won, that is only to blame on myself. You would outsource the blame on that person that told you the opposite of what you were thinking, because it's a very easy cop out to do. And that's what I think is not a great thing. If you have mentors around you or more experienced people around you, even if they give you advice, it is still your full responsibility to take that trade. And if it wins or losses, that is fully your issue to come across, right? You need to take full accountability, because it's very, very important that you know, even if someone's telling you to do something, you're the one choosing to listen at the end of the day. So I want to quickly reflect on the goals for next year that I have on this YouTube channel, but also my trading in general. So the big one, obviously you all know it, and I've been doing this for over a year now, is to pass my FTMO account. When I say pass it, I mean pass phase 1 and also phase 2, and potentially even get a payout. That would be absolutely amazing. That is my top 1 goal to accomplish in this next year when it comes to my trading. Now, if suddenly I do become profitable very quickly, because now I have a proper plan in place and I'm following it very well, if you've been following along recently with my series, you'll know that my trading has become a lot more disciplined and patient recently. So I think it is lots of upside coming into next year. I'll really see how it goes. You never know, I may pass this and get a payout very quickly at this period of time. And if that is the case, I'll look to get an additional account, or potentially a Fivers account, something like that. You know, we'll have to really wait and see. And some other goals of mine is grow this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is sort of a hobby of mine, actually. I quite enjoy doing it and interacting with each and every one of you, because a lot of you are traders out there. Obviously, you're not going to watch a trading channel if you're not a trader. So a lot of you will know some of the struggles I'm going through, and if you don't, you may be quite new in the process, and you may be listening to the experience I've gained, and you can basically prepare yourself for them, because I think every trader pretty much goes through the same system over and over again. It's quite weird, the psychological issues when it comes to trading. Everyone experiences. We're all human at the end of the day, you know? So yeah, I want to grow this channel to reach out to more people, get it more spread about, share my journey, because that's really a great thing to do, I believe. I'd like to know what your biggest challenges that you faced this year in life, or even your trading journey also. I do read every single comment, so please do leave them, as I love to read them. So yeah guys, thank you for joining me on this journey I've been on so far. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I appreciate all the love and support I get every single week. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, that's not a problem at all. It's been Glaze, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.